Good day to Dorothea and my fellow friends. My name is Yu Guang Yong. Today I'll be presenting the application of data mining in weather news. So our topic is related to weather, and we'll be extracting weather data especially in America, where weather-related disasters are very common, such as typhoon, wildfire, and storms. Therefore, it will be very interesting to discover the patterns in the big weather datasets. So, I will be presenting the first milestone of our project, which is web crawling of real-time data with Python. So what is web crawling? Web crawling is actually a data scraping technique used for extracting data from website. It's very useful to extract textual characters in website in the form of structured and unstructured data for further data analysis. So in our project, this milestone have three main objectives. First is to identify the sources for weather news, where we have to crawl the structured data and unstructured data. Secondly is to crawl structured data, which will be conducted by my friend Xavier Tae Han, and I'll be doing crawling of unstructured data for our weather news. So what are the purpose of these two type of data in our project? Structured data will be used to do some kind of prediction of weather forecast, and then for unstructured data, we'll be doing sentiment analysis to study what are most trending natural disasters that are going to happen in America through the use of word cloud. So next I'll be presenting the Python codes to crawl the unstructured data from our weather website. First of all, we have to import Beautiful Soup from BS4, and then we will have to import the request library, and we'll be using the get function of the request to obtain the page content of this the weather website we are going to use, which is USA Today. And the page content of the URL will be stored inside a variable called page. And as you can see, this is the output of the page, which is response 200. It signifies that we have successfully crawled the content and store it inside the page variable. So the content of our URL will be stored inside the page variable. And after that, we'll be using the build-to-soup function to search through our page in order to extract the HTML using the HTML parser and store it inside the soup variable. And by using the find function, we'll be searching inside the soup for the class of headline collection clearfix. This is actually the class label for our news section. And then, once the news section is stored inside the all news variable, we will be searching for the headlines of each and every news, and we store it inside the news box. And then after that, the new box square bracket 0 is to we are going to extract the first news of from our website, which is tropical storm Karen expected to dissipate. Then after that, we'll be printing out the news by using the prettify function. Prettify function is to ensure that the HTML structure that we printed out is presented nicely. So this is the HTML for our first news. Next, we'll be testing just to extract the title, description, text, and also the timestamp of our latest news, which is the tropical storm Karen expected to dissipate. So as you can see, this is the class for our title, and we'll be using the getText function in order to extract the text only. Same goes to our description by using the class of our description and also the class of our text, and lastly the tag the class for our timestamp. All of this, after we get the text, then we print it out. So this output of this whole cell is the code, is the output for the latest news. After we have succeeded in extracting only one particular news, then we are confident to extract all the news in real time. So to do that, we'll be using a loop function in order to extract all the titles of the news when the website updated from time to time. So from the all news variable, we'll be using find all, and by using this class, we're actually able to extract all the titles of the news. Then we'll be using the get text inside the loop function in order to extract the text of the title for each and every news. So as you can see, this is all the list of titles for each and every news. Then after that, we'll be doing same kind of procedure, except this time we are doing for description. Then we will be using the class for our description. We'll find each and every one of it. After that, we'll be using the get text function inside the loop and extract it. So this is the output for all the description of each news. Next is the text, which is where the weather is happening, whether it's nation or by weather or by world. So we'll be using the class for the text list, and then we'll be doing a looping to extract the text. And for this part of code, you can see that we are doing some replacing, because initially inside the output there are some very messy outputs such as /n. Then we are going to replace it with a spacing and append it inside an empty array of text. Same goes for timestamp, where we'll find all the timestamp of each and every news, and we'll be using the get text function to extract all the text, and we will be removing unwanted characters using replace function and append it inside a empty array. For this case is timestamps, and this is the outputs of the news of when they were published. After extracting all the text of titles, description, text, and also the timestamp, we store it inside a series, and after that we have to put it inside a data frame. Therefore, we are going to import data pandas as PD, and then we will be storing all the titles, description, and period inside the weather news data frame. So this is actually the output of our unstructured data. We have title, description, and period. And as you can see, the title, the value of each and every column, such as title and description, are a sentence that will be used to perform word cloud. So that's all for my presentation on unstructured data crawling. Thank you.